God, the Most High God comes first. This is your boy here, Christ I Am Disciple. I hope you guys are having a good one. I hope you're enjoying the music that I put up as well when I'm out there selling. I'm right now home, but I'm going to be getting out the door. I only got like 10 minutes, so you guys, I'm trying to make the time be as economical as possible. This stream is brought to you by LIVE Products. LIVE, live now. We're live now. Superman 2025 has not moved since, the last couple of days. It's still at $615 million. It doesn't look like it's going to increase any further than that. Means it falls short of $620 million. I cannot reiterate enough how much this movie is fall short of the grade. Here's my YouTube channel. I just want to show you guys what's really going on out here. Basically, McFarlane Toys, when it comes to the Snyderverse, those toys are still selling like crazy. They just announced the next crowdfund campaign from the Snyderverse for David Ayer's Suicide Squad, so that's pretty cool. With respect to the Snyderverse, before I get into anything else, there's a couple other things I wanted to just share with you guys. If I can find it right now, I'm looking for it, but I'm not seeing it. Seeing a lot of stuff on Palestine here. Hold on a second. Let's see what else I can find here before I get on with it. Hold on 1 second. Let me see what I got here. Damn, you just gonna waste my fucking time, huh? That's how it's gonna go, huh? All the shit but what I'm looking for. You know what? I'm just gonna do like this. All right, so Aaron Fisher, he talked about how WB is up for sale and stock surge after the announcement. He also talked about how the Snyderverse can be restored. He favors the Paramount option. He was talking about how Netflix, as you know, Netflix has the capacity to also, buy out, WB. But I believe that Paramount is the one making the bid. They're talking about starting the bid war, but there's nobody else competing with Paramount. People are inserting Netflix into that equation. But quite frankly, I don't really want to see Netflix doing that because Netflix has a limited theatrical release, and I'm not interested in limited theatrical releases. I'm interested in a full theatrical release so these movies can make billions of dollars. And I think Paramount, of all places, as Aaron Fisher also noted, they're bringing back the Dexter that people know. They're listening to the fans. They're bringing back Michael Bay. That's the person Aaron Fisher didn't know how to articulate. And it looks like they could also do things like bring back Zack Snyder and the Snyderverse. So this is why Paramount seems to be the better option of the two. And they seem to be listening to what the fans want. So I think that's also a very good thing. So the people who are inserting Netflix and trying to force the issue with Netflix, I just don't understand those people. But whatever. I will say this, that with respect to that, I never thought of Netflix as a better option because I always thought that Netflix never had theatrical releases. So why would you want to put out a film that's for theater on a small screen? I never understood that. And Paramount Sky's got the money. They've got the resources to make it happen. Why not just let them do it? You know what I'm saying? So there anyway, the people negotiating that deal, I hope it works out, And for those people saying sell Snyderverse to Netflix, that's your campaign. I get it, but you have to be flexible. You have to understand that may not be the route that ends up being the answer. I'm just letting y'all know, so I'm just saying. Job site, senior Hamas official, and I covered this yesterday, but still, senior Hamas official Ghazi Hamad to Al Jazeera Arabic on U.S. credibility as mediator. Host, the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said there's still, in his words, a small window to reach a ceasefire agreement. How do you receive this statement? Hamad said, unfortunately, I must say, our experience with the Americans as mediators is bitter. We've engaged seriously with their proposals, especially with the U.S. envoy, but they committed two serious errors. They have no credibility. Every time we communicated, we present proposals to them, then they retreat from them, failing to keep their word. And the second one is the Qatar received the proposal at night. Only hours later, Trump told Israelis go and kill the negotiating delegation. So, it's been evil. You know what I'm saying? Abu Bakr Abed says this page has been leading smear media campaigns and attacks on ordinary people in the U.S. to fire them from their jobs and ruin their lives for absolutely nothing. It seems to have something to do with Congress. Someone has to stop them. Truly terrible human beings. There are people trying to, of course, attack people who are pro-Palestine or their families if they can't get to them. This Palestinian artist, Saint Levant, he is pushing for free Palestine, which is always awesome. As I understand, only indigenous to hell, never have truer words been spoken. It is true. Here, a Chinese professor, I love this. Listen to this very carefully, this argument. It's such a great argument.
So, the real reason of this war is that this is the terror organization Hamas that's still holding our hostages. So, replace the UN, you suggest, sound very smart between countries. What we need to do about the terror organization?
My answer is very clear.
Yeah.
Your military people should shoot the terrorists. Not the children, not the women. We shoot the children and the women, and you lack legitimacy to carry out any actions in that reason. For instance, and when we have the laws, get in the bank, they rob the bank, they use the staff and the customer as a human shield. You're a policeman. If you do not kill the staff, bank staff, and the customer, you cannot catch the robbers. How can you do it? Do you think you should kill the customer and the staffers?
We really do all what we can not to hurt the citizens.
To kill more than 70,000 civilians.
Oh,
there are more than terrorists.
Not fact, right?
Okay.
Really?
The fact is not decided by you. The facts decided by the international community. It's not decided by your government. Your government have no legitimacy and the right to decide or defend what is fact.
Okay. The terror attack, the terror organization, what is the solution in your way of...
My solution is that go to the UN, work with the UN, and agree the two-state solution to establish a state of Palestine. Then you have two states, and you can work together with the Palestinians together to fight against terrorists. If you do not work with the Palestinians together, you can never win the war over terrorism.
But this specific war will end when the terror organization will release all our hostages and will give up his weapon, because we can't stop the war as long as we have the hostages.
This kind of propaganda have too many. No one believe it.
Too many what?
Too many. Too much. No one believe it.
Yesterday, the U.S. used the fifth veto to stop any declaration of a ceasefire in Gaza. It's so clear that the U.S. literally wants Gaza City and the north of Gaza and maybe other areas, maybe all of Gaza Strip. And maybe this displacement is just temporary. And then after that, they will work to get us all out of Gaza Strip. Anyways, this is just a modern colonization, a modern way of colonizing other lands while pretending like wanna build or rebuild the place with smart cities, etc. Then
Correct.
After that, giving it back.
I don't need to go into more detail.
Day in and day out, how the sales.
The flotilla, they bombed some ships on the flotilla. Israel bombed ships in Tunisia. There's also Barcelona, Italy. They left for Palestine. And I just wanted to cover that very quickly. I want to share with you guys something else really quickly here, if I can. So,
Israel's ever-growing list of heinous acts has now just reached the continent of Africa. In this video, we're going to discuss what exactly has happened and expose why this is a huge unresolved issue for the continent of Africa. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video today. If you don't know me, my name is TJ. I'm Nigerian and British mixed. And on this channel, we talk about African geopolitics. Picture this. In just 72 hours, one country attacks 6 different nations across 2 continents. Bombs fall on Palestine, Lebanon, Syria, Yemen, Qatar, and yes, even African soil. In this case, we're talking about Tunisia. This isn't some global superpower flexing its muscles. This is Israel, and it's happening right now while the world watches in silence. But here's what should terrify.
So what he's talking about is Tunisia, basically, the flotillas were in Tunisia, and 2 drones sent by Israel bombed 2 flotillas and burned them down. Tunisia was making an excuse, saying that, it's probably on board fire. It's a lie. They're covering for them. Israel's also been doing transactions with Zambia. Meanwhile, South Africa's trying to stand down and call out Israel on its war crimes in Palestine. And the point I'm making is Israel's trying to do deals with African nations because there's a huge market there. And they've been involved in the Congo wars. They've been involved in the Sudanese wars, in the Somalian wars in Africa. As you know, they have a relationship with Egypt, in which, again, they sort of bully Egypt. They've also been responsible for the fall of the Libyan government, Mr. Gaddafi's government. These are all African nations that we're talking about, and they have assaults on them. Now, you can listen in more detail to this video, but I'm really impressed for time. So I just wanted to cover as many things as I wanted to see how Israel is right now destabilizing the Middle East. They've attacked Iran. They've attacked Syria. They've attacked Lebanon. They've attacked Jordan. They've attacked Egypt. They've attacked Libya. They've attacked Sudan. They've attacked Somalia. And they even has gone as deep as causing war in Congo. And I'm just saying to you that the common denominator, the plague here is Israel. And that this state must be disassembled, it must be destroyed, and the leaders must be held accountable for war crimes. So that's what I've got to say for now, guys. I would like to do more, but time is against me. You guys have a good one. If you want to check out the channels that I just talked about, these are all YouTube channels that just sort of get played out. Charlie Kirk, he was starting to change his mind about what was going on and backing Zionism and the actions of Israel and the American government, and he was assassinated for it. It was a professional job. It was one of Mossad that killed him, and that's what we got. I'm going to catch you guys later. I am Christ, I am disciple. Peace, people. Have a great day. You may see more videos from me as the day goes along. Peace.